after 15 years of development and what has felt like 15 years of delays, Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket has finally achieved its first successful orbital flight, marking a milestone for Jeff Bezos' company. The rocket itself has reusable first stage, sets a new standard in sustainable heavy lift capabilities. Obviously, I've already mentioned the developmental delays. Those stemmed from engine design challenges, had previously cast doubt on the program's future, but this launch and flight really positions Blue Origin as a formidable rival to SpaceX in the commercial space race. So we'll see. I think industry analysts are seeing that New Glenn's performance is pivotal in securing some lucrative NASA and defense contracts.
So Dave Limp, Blue Origin CEO, said, quoted, "I'm incredibly proud New Glenn achieved orbit on its first attempt." He also went on to say that we knew that landing the booster, which by the way is named "So You're Telling Me There's a Chance,"
That's right,
on the first try was an ambitious goal. And that was an ambitious goal that wasn't met because the booster was lost on descent. The next launch is happening soon in the spring. So this is a case where you got to take those lessons learned, feed the successes, feed the failures back into that design. That's got to happen really soon because spring is where we're almost there, right? And so you can't take another 15 years before the next launch. And I think in order to meet all the contracts that are coming, they've got to prove that they can do this.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same page. But before I go there, question for you guys. How long did it take SpaceX from inception to first payload in space? How long did it take them? Did it take them 15 years?
No.
How long?
Guesses?
Yeah.
Maybe 5, maybe 10.
Good guess. 6.
Okay.
6 years.
Okay,
It took them 6 years to get it at first payload in space.
To be fair, they are different sized payloads we're talking about here.
Yeah, they are. They are, to be fair to them. And Blue Origin is an awesome company, I've got to say. But so yeah, finally we got a launch. The real challenge now, though, is proving that this wasn't a one-hit wonder, because space history is full of rockets that worked once and then never flew again. So I'm in line with you, Brian. I think it's can they repeat now?
Well, and the ambition here is actually really cool. I mean, Blue Origin wants to establish destinations in low Earth orbit. The future New Glenn missions are going to carry the Blue Moon Mark 1 cargo lander, the Mark 2 crewed lander to the moon as part of the Artemis program. There's a lot of years of orders from customers like NASA, Amazon, AST, some telecom companies, etc. They just have to prove that they're on track and can do this. And I think that the larger payloads we're looking at here are going to be very important for what happens in space in the next decades. So it is a good start. It's a really cool start. I'm excited to see where it goes and to see how these future launches and then the reusability are able to happen.
Yeah. It's repeatability. So I think we're on the same page, isn't it? I mean, SpaceX isn't exactly going to be sweating over one launch. They're sweating over whether Blue Origin can actually turn this into a scalable operation, a scalable business. Otherwise, it's just going to be that expensive firework display with great PR attached to it. So what do we do about it? Scalability is the solution. So you've got to have cost-efficient rocket production. Smart factory and simulation validation is going to fix that, isn't it? So you've got then predictive maintenance put in place. So you need your AI on your predictive maintenance. Modular rocket production, I guess, to accelerate your turnaround times between your launches. They've got to follow that SpaceX kind of approach to things and hit their scale. They're probably not looking at scale of SpaceX, but they've got to have repeatability through smart factory.
You're talking about scalability, which is interesting here because it's not just making more and more, but it's also taking that the reusable portions, and then of course you've got to make more things for the non-reusable portions. But it's scalability from new stuff and reusable all mixed together, and then how do you scale? Just the launches can happen repeatably, which is more than just looking at the physical product here, but also looking at the logistics and the planning and all of that goes into this. So there is a lot of cool stuff that's going to happen, and a lot of that with simulation and validation.
Yep. See you next week.